Hello everyone. So I have already accessed all the data of Calgary Access Log, which is given here. Now I will show you this data, which is given which I have already downloaded, and then I have uploaded it on Excel. Now you have to see this data and understand what are the issues that will come if we will do the analysis of this data. So if you can see here, this data is coming in this matter. If you can see, these all are the values that is coming in this values. Now here it is given like local, then we are having two double dash, then we are having the date, the time, and like time zone is also given, and also the link of the date, suppose it is a HTML file or GIF file, it is coming here index.html or something like that. Now again it is coming in other form like whether it is HTTP or something like that, that is coming here. Now, this 200 and this one will come as IP. Now, what is the size of the data? That will come as 150. But all the data is coming in the clustered form. So what we have to do, we have to divide all the data and then we have to represent this data and we have to extract our answer in terms of that. So this is our task. So what you have to do, you have to divide all the data in such a manner that you will take all the values as it is. Okay, so what we will do, we will do the same thing. We will write it into our. Hello everyone. So in this session, we have to understand about web server log analysis, which is a home assignment that I have to do. Here we have to extract the data of Calgary computer servers that has been generated some data. We have to extract those data and we have to use that data so that we can get some answers of it's like some questions are given and we have to give the answer of those questions. Now, how will you understand those data? First, we will whatever the data that we have downloaded, we have to check those data in Excel form. So what I am doing, I am showing those data into your Excel. So if you can see here, this is the data that is given. But if you can see here, there is only one column is given in which all the data has been generated. What we have to understand here, data is coming in the clustered form and we have to divide the data. If you can see here, first one is given as what is like whether it is a local data or remote data, that is coming in the first part. Then we can see the time period, 24th October 1994. Time is given 13:41:41, and then after that the 600 is given. This is if you can see, time zone is given, this one 600, or whatever the IST is given or something like that, will come under this time zone. Then after that there is a link that is given like index.html or something like that, that is coming here. Then after that HTTP and 1.0 kind of thing is given, so link, and then after that IP, this one is given. Then after that, this 200 is coming under as IP. Okay, 200, 300, 304, that will come here. Then after that, what is the size of those IP? Whether it is 150, whether it is 2100, that will come in. Now, all the data is coming into clustered form. We have to like uh, divide this data such that we will extract all the answers, whatever the question that is given. So what I am doing, I have to upload this data into Python. We have to download Anaconda. Then after that, we have to launch Jupyter. From there, we have to extract the data because this file is already given in the chat, already given. And then what we have to do, we have to just understand what are the questions are given. Accordingly, we have to extract the data. Now, I can see here, if you can see the data is given in the form of expression, or only one column is given. Now we have to understand this expression, and according to the expression we have to divide the data. So what I am doing here, I am taking import pandas spd because pandas is the library. From there we have to take like we can write it as pd, which is like expression of that. And then we have to import the library that is called as regular expression, which is written as re. Why we are taking like regular expression? Because as you can see in the column, it is represented in this form and we have to bifurcate all the data. So what we will do, we will write it as import re. This is the thing that we will do. Then after that, we can take log pattern. Here there's a thing that you have to do. There's a like a value that we are taking log pattern, and that is equal to re.compile. What we have to do, we have to compile all those data in such a manner that we can take we can divide IP, we can divide date time, we can divide all the methods, we can divide all the URLs, we can divide the status, and we can divide size in the same manner. So we have taken a value that is a log pattern, and that we had compiled it as re.compile. Now this one that we will use in firstly we have to extract the data which we are doing from with open. And first, since we are reading the data, that's why we are writing r, and then we are just reading this data. And here encoding is given as utf-8, and errors we have to ignore. Okay. And then we have to lines, we have to read all the lines. Now whatever with the data, we have to match the group dictionary. Here we have to do the group dictionary matching. For line, if pattern matching, this is the thing that we have to do. From there we have to just whatever the data that we are extracting, and we have to make it into data frame. So that's why we are writing pd dot data frame. The once you will do this one, then after that print, we have to down whatever the header, the five data that we can take it from the five column, five rows that we can see that come in the first part. Or and then after that I already understand what is the length of the df that we can see. So here it is coming as 723295. But if you can see the data here, if I will take control and write it like this, if you can see here, it is coming as 726738. Then what is the difference between this one and this one? There must be some difference that we have to understand. Yeah, here it is coming as 723295, and there it is coming as different. So why it is coming in this form, and how to understand what are the issues that will come. So the basic issue that will come as the size of the data is different. How size? Because if you can see this data, it is given that 302, and then it is coming as dash. If you can see this data, it is coming as 302, and this one is coming as dash. Dash means there is no sizes given. No sizes given means it is not extracting those data. Now the question arises is this thing that will come for 404? Maybe that will come as 404. See here. Here it is given that 304 0. This one is good. This one is good. But if you can see the data that is coming as 304 and dash, there we are not taking any data. So what we will do, we will take those data as zero, like as simple as that. If we will take those data as zero, then that will be easier for us to understand. So that's the changes that we will do. Okay. Now, is this the thing that is coming in other IP? Yes. This one is coming in 302 dash. So which means 304 is also coming in this form. 304 is also coming in this form. 404 is also coming in this form. So whatever with the data that is coming in this form, we have to change those values. So I have already changed those values. Here I have taken all those and taken all those values and mark it like this. That's why we are getting the rows as 723295. Now, and that's why we are not getting okay. Here, if you can see, I have already taken the info of those data. Here it is coming as non-null data that is coming in, which is correct. Now, if you can see, for if you can see the time zone is coming in this form. If you can see, yes, time zone is coming in this form. We have to divide those data. What we will do, we will take time zone as df, time zone, three parts, date, time, time zone, that is extracting from date time. And this one that we are extracting such that whatever with the under we have divided, accordingly it will divide the values. Once you will divide this one, but there's an issue. This time zone is coming with dash 0600 or something like that. What we will do, we will take the time zone value and then we will remove the negative side. Okay. This is the thing that we will do. Once you will do this one, then after that you have to drop the date time because that one is not needed because that data is coming in the clustered one, which we will not take. So we will drop those data and we will write it into this form. Once you will do this one, then after that we will do some analysis. First analysis that we will do, that is what is the status of IP. This is the counting that we are doing because questions are asking in this manner, so we will do such things. So df dot group by, first we will take status, and since we are doing like a group by according to the status, sorry, since we are doing the group by according to the IP and status. So we will take the group by uh, which group that we have to make? We have to make the group of IP. But according to which value? We have to make a group according to the status. So according to the status, we will divide those value into two parts. First one is remote, second one is local. So 300, 200 will come as this value, 302 will come as this value, 404 that will come into this manner. If you can see the 404 data, most of the data is coming in if you can see whatever the sizes are there, that is not available for 404. So that's why we are getting 404 local in this manner. But if I want to show you what will be the value that will come for, if I'm talking about the status and then I will take the size, what will be the size that will come? What is the count of size that we can take? Size, let's take size of status. If you can see here, yes, 404. We are not, see here, the size is coming as dash, but the total data is coming as 2523523, which means we have to take those data which is coming as dash. So status is coming as 23523. Okay. Now, all the data, if you can see, that is coming as dash is coming as 23523, which we can take, which we have to understand, and those data will be helpful for us. So that's the thing that I had done. So non-null object is coming in this form manner, which we have to take count. Now the questions are coming. First question is, what is the total count or log records? If you can see here, the total log records that is coming, as I already told you, if you can see the values, the last value, what is coming here? The last value is coming as 726738. If the same value that is coming from here, then which means this one is correct answer. So what we will do, firstly, we will define what is total log records. This is the thing that we will do. Then after that, we will do the same thing. Whatever the thing that has been done at first, we are not reading the data. We are just taking those data and we are writing it as with open and then as file lines file dot read lines. From there, we have to just return what are the length of the lines. First we have to just read the length of the lines. Once you will read the length of the lines, the total value is coming as 726739, which is same as this one. Why it is coming as 726739 and there it is coming as 726738? We have added one data that is coming as the column value. The column value that is coming as time, date, or all those values. The header of the heading part of the common value that is coming here. That's why it is counting as 726739. But the total data is coming as 726738. Okay. Now, what are the unique hosts? There are two unique hosts that we had seen. First one is local and second one is remote, which we had already understood. From there, we had just taken the data, whatever the things that we had done. Now we had made the group of firstly we will extract the data, and then after that we will take the IP value, and this IP we will make it a group. This group is coming as we are making the group of IPs. So that group will be divided into two parts only. First one is remote and second one is local. So the answer of two will be two. Now the next one, date-wise unique file name counts. Date-wise, okay. What are the different dates are there? Firstly, we have to take the data of the dates, which we had already done initially, but here also we will do the same thing. First, we will take the data and then we will take the dates off from there. From there, once you will take the dates, those date we will make a group. Once you will make the group, that and then we will do the group count. It will come into this form. So for 24 October 1994, this the total data is what is the total data that is coming as 222. Now, this is the thing that you can see. These all are the data that we will extract, and that will come till 11 October 1995. So whatever with the date are they given, accordingly, whatever the HTTPs that we had extracted, from there we are getting this data. Now, what is the total number of 404 records? As I already told you, the 404 records that will come into like a dash form, which we had already seen. So the total data that we are getting for 404, we are getting 23523. And here also we are getting the 23578. So these 23578, why? Because they are not only extracting the dash value, there may be some value that is coming as like a zero or something like that. They are counting those data and they are coming as 23578. Now, what are the top 15 file names which is having this 404 responses, which we can write it into this form? Once you will take, we are doing the same thing again and again. Now here we will do the, we are using a concept that is called as match. Once you will take the match, here we are taking only 404 values. 404 values that will come as 404 values that we will take, that will come into this form. If you can see the data that is coming as 404. Okay. Sorry, this question is, sorry, this question is coming in this form. Top 15 file names, top 15 file names to 15 file. Okay, so for top 15 file extension, we are getting this value. But for top 15 file names, if you can see here, if I will write it as 404, it will give you the answer as 0, which means we are not getting any values. But for top 15 file extension that we are getting, for this we are getting different kind of extension are there, whether it is HTML we can take, GIF I can take, XBM that we can take. All are the different kind of extension that we are having. Accordingly, we are getting the data, and we can also get this data into data frame form. We can do the such things. We can use the data frame pd dot data frame. You will get the value into data frames. Now, total bandwidth transfer per day in the month of July. So what are the total bandwidths that we are getting? So for this also we are doing the match values, and then after that, firstly we will extract the date, and from there we are getting what are the sizes that we are getting. Once you will get the size, you have to make the group of those size, and we can get the data from there. Now, what is the hourly request? uh, Again we have to do the same thing, and here you have to take the date time, but here you will take the time. First you have to take the hour part. What is the total hour part that we are having? And hourly part you have to divide into 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to like that. You have to divide the hours, and from those hours you have to here we are getting data as 13, 14, 15, and 16. We have to extract those data, and then we have to count the like we have to just, if you can see here, we have to take the size part. Okay, we have to take the time part. Okay, and here you have to do the counting of those time part. Once you will do the counting, you will take the data as this one. Once you will get this one, then after that you have to take top 10 requested file names. Once you will do this one, then what are the different types of file names that you will get? Whether it is index.html that you are getting, 3.htf, 2.gif, all these data that we are getting it into this form. Most of the data is coming into index.html. That is 14,000, like 100, 1,40,074. Now, what are the HTTP response code distribution that we will get? So, once you will do, firstly, we have to take the status, and we have to make the group of those status, and accordingly, we have to count the values. Once you will count the values, you are getting the data into this form. So, these 10 questions that we had understood, and you can also get these data from the whatever we are doing in our analysis, there also we are getting, but the same thing that we can do in this form. So these all are things that you have to do. Hope you have understood each and everything. We will do such kind of sessions most of the time, but you have to bear with me. We will you have to subscribe this channel, and we will understand what are the issues that is coming in your life, and we will try to solve those problems. Bye.